Are you looking for the best place to rest your weary head in Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom? Well, look no longer, as I've devised a definitive ranking of the 10 inns that are scattered across this dystopian Hyrule. As a preface, these inns are going to be observed and inspected in a vacuum of sorts, as in the location and weather does not affect the ranking of the inn. These are also my opinions. I'm 100% down to listen to your opinions too. We both will probably not agree on every single thing, and that's 100% fine. I would love to hear what you have to say in the comments below. But without further ado, let's dive into the depths of it, shall we? Number 10, Tonpu Inn at Hateno Village. So here we are at number 10 inn slot, Tonpu Inn. So, as you can immediately see, this inn is boring as sin. It is actually just the most boring inn in the game. That's why it is number 10, and I will not be changing that no matter how big it is, because it is definitely the biggest inn in the game. It's huge. Like, there's a table space here, there's, like, bookshelves, there's posters everywhere, like, wanted signs. But these two also live here, I think. So we're just kind of, it's like a weird Airbnb situation where the host just live there as well, and that's a bit awkward because it's not like some of the other places that we're going to visit today. The people that run the inns, they don't live there per se, but these two definitely live here. This is their house, and people can just stay in it, which is a little bit awkward, and I'm not that into the vibes around here. I feel like I could get this from any 18th century house, and I'm not digging it. I wouldn't want to stay here. The beds look fine. Everything is just fine. It's a very, very boring inn, and I'm bored just standing here. I look at how colorful this place is. Link is the most colorful thing in this entire room. It's actually terrible right now. I'm not going to lie to you. This is a dreadful inn, and they don't want me here. They don't want me here. They wish that I was not a customer because they want it to be just the two of them, which is fine. I get that. I understand. But it's a little bit rude to me as the customer. I'm not digging the vibes here. I'm not digging the company. I'm not digging anything about this inn. So that grants it the number 10 slot on our list of inns. Number 9, Tarrytown Inn in Tarrytown. Coming in at our number 9 seed, we have the Tarrytown Inn. So this inn is definitely more colorful than the last inn that we just visited, which is why it is number 9 and not number 10. But the big difference is here, it is so incredibly small. This is all there is. There's a balcony up here, yeah, for sure, and that does bump it up because that's massively cute. You can have a little breakfast on the balcony. That's adorable. I'm not even, that's adorable. That's so cute. But it's so small. It's not very private. It's still just a bit boring too. There's so many better aesthetics. The Tarrytown has a great aesthetic. I enjoy it on occasion. But when we look at our competitors, there's no way that it can even compete. You know what I mean? Because it's cute, but it ain't got that pizzazz, and it's still a bit on the boring side. It's definitely not near as terrible as the Tonpu Inn, but nothing is. You get a little bit of a bench area around here, but you're just kind of staring at this guy. This is just too small. It's too small of a space. I don't like it that much. I think it's fine, but it does get the number 9 seed. Number 8, Shut-In Inn at Kakariko Village. And now at the number 8 seed, we have the Shut-Eye Inn. Now this inn is also on the boring side. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's a bit boring. It's cute though. I think there's a little bit more thought put into this than the Tarrytown Inn and the Tonpu Inn combined. So I definitely think it deserves to be above those. The beds look super cute, and they put flowers right here, which is an amazing touch. I really appreciate the flowers that they've put around here. The walls have a good design. There's a place to eat right here. It's cute. It's cute. It's definitely the cutest of the boring inns, which is something that is commendable, I suppose. It's definitely for people. It's not for Zora's or anything like that. It's for people, and I can commend it for what it is, because it's very well done for being a boring inn. Thus, number 8. Number 7, Seabed Inn at Zora's Domain. At the number 7 slot, we have the Seabed Inn. This ranks so low, even though it is really, really beautiful, because I have a couple of gripes with it, honestly. And my couple of gripes are that it's so uninviting to me. Like, I don't feel like this is a place that I would want to rest my head. Every surface in here is extremely hard. Like, look around, just like the floors, the walls, the bed frames, everything is a very hard and kind of like icy coloration, and that doesn't really bode well for me. I don't love how uninviting it is. Yes, it has like a nice cooking area. It has these adorable fish vases, which I just absolutely adore. And yeah, but there's also another gripe I have right here. Look at this. The beds, your head is facing here. It's not like up against the wall like I would want it to be, and that makes me massively uncomfortable. Like, yeah, you can look out at the view, the amazing pretty view, but that is so uncomfortable. Like, I don't want to stay in a place where I'm like looking out a window. That's really strange to me, and I'm not into this inn there very much. It's way less boring than the last 3 inns that we just covered, 100%. But it's got some quirks about it that I'm just not vibing with as a weary traveler, you know what I mean? So it goes really low on the list, honestly. Number 6, Goron City Inn in Goron City. Coming in hot at number 6, we have the Goron City Inn. I just want to be upfront with you all right now. I absolutely love this inn, and I really wish that I could rank it higher. I really, really wanted to, and I just like it was almost higher, but there's no way that I could possibly rank an inn with rock beds any higher than in the top 5. Like, there's nothing I could do about that. Like, this just it brings it down so much. But oh my god, I love this inn. It is absolutely adorable. Look at the thought that this man, who is this? Pyle, that's like Kyle with a P. Look at the thought that Pyle put into this place. Like, it's absolutely amazing. He made like little rock chairs, and there's like little rock things, and there's even rock little flowers. Are you kidding me? I'm obsessed with it. And he painted this. Like, he found like chalk or something to do this for us, the weary travelers. And I'm absolutely so into the vibes. Like, he put so much effort into it. There's even a little cuck chair over here. I love that. I'm absolutely obsessed with this place. And I think that Pyle did an amazing job with what he had and what he knows. So, yeah, it gets ranked at number 6 above all the boring inns and above the Zora's Domain Inn, because I actually love it. Number 5, Hotel Oasis in Gerudo Town. Ooh, this one might be a bit touchy for some of the viewers out there, because I know it's a pretty beloved inn. But I have to put Hotel Oasis at the number 5 seed. So this inn is it's really good, honestly. It's a really solid inn, but I mean, there's better to come. Obviously, that's how a ranking goes. This inn has a lot of great amenities going for it, and I think the only thing that really bothers me is the space. Like, it's a really odd space. I guess I know that they worked with what they had, obviously, because all the spaces in Gerudo Village are very odd in ways, and like kind of long and skinny, but that is a little bit awkward and off-putting. But I really do like that they have goat butter for you, they have oil jars, they have nice cute beds, they're big, they're spacious, they have there's just a lot of amenities here. This couch, this section right here, do you know how much I would sit there and just pretend to read a book? I'm not actually going to read a book. That's lame as hell. But I would totally sit there and pretend to read one. That would be so amazing. I think this is just a really great area. And they made a great use of like all the space that they did have, obviously. And there's only a couple beds, but then there's like a private bed over here, which is, I guess, for the guests that want to splurge a little bit. Like this woman right here, like Tama. Tama wanted to splurge, so she did. And you know what? I respect her for it. This is number 5 in the middle of the middle. Number 4, Kara Kara Bazaar Inn in Kara Kara Bazaar. Yup, that's right. I'm not afraid to say it. The Kara Kara Bazaar Inn is better than Hotel Oasis. There's the same aesthetic, so they were going to be on top of each other. Either one or the other was going to beat the other. But I love this inn. Do you see how many beds there are? There's 4 beds. That's one more than the last one. And there's a freaking kitchen area. This is something that none of the other inns have. This is amazing. There's a kitchen area. Have you ever been to an Airbnb with a kitchen? It's life-changing because you can just make your own food for cheaper. It is life-changing. And the beds are really nice and see, look at this. Person even has a privacy blanket. That's super cute. I really dig that. And even over here, there's another little section where I would sit and pretend to read a book. There's actually two, and a plant. I love this area. Like, this is the most inviting place. It has a recipe for simmered fruits. You can tell me if I'm wrong. I think that's simmered fruits, but that is adorable. And I know it's a bit off by itself, but we're not looking at the locations. We're just looking at the inns themselves, okay? So even this lady is reading a book. She's actually probably reading it and not pretending like I would be. So I give her props. I give her kudos. This inn is absolutely amazing. It would probably be like much higher if it was a little bit more space for the beds and a little bit better aesthetic, but it's really high already. It's a great place to stay. Great place to rest your head if you are a man named Link. Number 3, Lurelin Village Inn in Lurelin Village. Alrighty, we're down to the top 3 inns. And coming in at number 3, we've got the Lurelin Village Inn. And immediately, you can just tell that the vibage is off the charts. This place has some fantastic vibes. It's in a ship, for crying out loud. This is a tropical inn in a ship. This is like a rope tree thing. It's a rope tree thing. I love that. It's amazing. It is a bit cramped. I will say that. I think that that's where it loses some points. It's a bit cramped and there's not a lot of like areas for eating food, I guess right here, but it's not, it's a little bit cramped. Let's be completely honest. Like, you're going to be bumping shoulders with the person that sleeps right there if you sleep right there, you know. And that's 100% fine because the vibes are immaculate. And they worked with the space that they got. You can respect that. It's just fantastic. It's so good. Look at that. I haven't shown like the outside yet, but this is the structural integrity that they're working with, and I commend it. I commend every single bit of it. This is the closest we'll get to a tropical resort in a Legend of Zelda game. And I think it's great. I think it's fantastic. I think it's number 3 worthy. And I won't back down from that spot. Number 2, Swallow's Roost at Rito Village. At our miraculous number 2 slot, we have Swallow's Roost. Would you look at this? It's a freaking treehouse inn. How could you not put this as high as it is? This is fantastic. This is fabulous. This is amazing, actually. The views are out of this world, like actually ungodly. It's insane. You got some beds, you got like, look at this spread. If you want to get up in the morning and have some water and some fruit, like that is fantastic. You sit right there on that stool, you just look out into the trees and the mountains and everything. The vibes are like they had such an amazing view to work with. Like, look at this, look at that. That is a view that people would pay top dollar for. They had such amazing views to work with. But who is this? Sicily did not stop there. They decided to make this entire place just look fantastic with the vibes. Like, it's insane how beautiful the inside is. The carpets and the little mats and the bedding. Oh, and you know these beds are full of Rito feathers. They're so soft. You know it is. This is fabulous. This is fantastic. This is so good, and I'm so proud of them. I want to stay here in real life. I want to stay here. I know it would probably be not that fun with the weather, but I want to stay here. I don't care. Let me into Rito Village, please, so I can stay at Swallow's Roost, because this is amazing. Number 1, Korok Forest Inn in Korok Forest. The moment that you all have been waiting for. The number 1 inn in all of Hyrule is the Korok Forest Inn. This might be controversial. This was insanely hard for me to place as the ranker of this list. Because sometimes it was number 10, sometimes it was number 5, sometimes it was number 1. I went back and forth on this inn so much, it's actually insane. Because at the end of the day, it is a bed. It's just a bed. But look at the vibes. Look at the vibes. Look at these little freaking things. I don't know what they are, but I absolutely love them. They're vases of sorts. They're amazing. The flowers, you're in a tree. It's vibey. Oh, it's amazing. And this guy here, this guy Pep, I still love Koroks. I know a lot of you are crucifying them lately, which is also hilarious. But I still like them, so I'm glad he's here, and I'm glad his little nose pokes out of his mask. I love that. I love everything about him. He's great. And I love that he will sit here and watch you sleep. I love this is a leaf bed. They made this out of stuff in the Korok forest. That's got to be rejuvenating for sure. I'm willing to bet money that is the most rejuvenating rest that you would ever get right in here. But ladies and gentlemen, do you want to know what really pushed this into number 1 territory? Watch this. Check this out. Check this out. How much? Oh, I don't want your rupees. You're the Mr. Great Hero. That is amazing. That is fantastic. My wallet does not have to get any lighter by staying here with Pep. And he knows he knows me. He knows I'm the great Mr. Hero. Well, Link is. And that is amazing. He's great. He'll watch me sleep, and my wallet is just the same as it ever was. It's free. How can I say no to free? How could I not put free at number 1? Like, that is paired with the vibes, paired with the Korok, paired with the free, everything just works all together in unison to make this the number 1 in Hyrule. Fight me, that is my ranking. That concludes the ranking of the inns in Hyrule. I do hope that you had a good time with this video. Obviously, my opinions are not ironclad. You all can have your own opinions as well. That is allowed. And I would love to hear what your opinions are down in the comment section below. If you agree with some of what I said, if you disagree with some of what I said. If you like this video, please let me know. I would love to do more videos like this because I actually got really into the rankings of this video. I'm not going to lie. This was a long thought process, and I enjoyed the hell out of it. Thank you please for watching my video. Subscribe, leave a comment, leave a like, do whatever you want to do. I appreciate it all. Thank you so much. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day.